Hello and welcome again to Wizard World Virtual Experiences as the crowd emojis wildly. Let me see all those emojis out there, those applause emojis, those heart emojis, those thumbs up, all the crazy faces you can pick on Twitch. Welcome. I am your host, Mike G. Welcome back once again to Wizard World Virtual Experiences. We are streaming these panels to you completely free and completely live on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. We're also taking questions live via the chat, so feel free to post them there. And also via Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Thanks so much for joining us. Again, we know the times are tough right now. We hope this is a nice, quick break from all the craziness going on. We've got an amazing cast from a fan favorite movie from the early 2010s. My gosh. It's crazy that I'm saying early 2010s as it wasn't almost 10 years ago next year. But we're excited to bring them out in just a bit. A couple housekeeping things. We are streaming this to you completely free, but there are some paid experiences you can participate in as well if you are able. If you head to wizardworldvirtual.com, again, that is wizardworldvirtual.com. These amazing actors are also doing live one-on-one video chats, autographs, and video recorded messages. They will be on sale throughout the week. So if you're watching this at a later point in time and not live, welcome. Good to see you. And just know that these are still available throughout the week. So definitely take advantage of those if you can. Not only do we have those live experiences available for the cast of Teen Spirit, but we also have amazing memorabilia and other cool experiences from past virtual panels and also past physical conventions. You can find out more about that at Wizard World Virtual or the Wizard World Vault. Head to the wizardworldvault.com for past memorabilia and amazing works of art from our artists and vendors. We thank State Farm for being our continued sponsor. If you're interested in being a vendor of the day or a sponsor of the day, definitely email us or DM us at customercare@wizardworld.com. That's enough out of me. We're already starting a little late. I want to shout out to an amazing fan watching out there. Who is it? XBeachX360X said, "These ladies are all so naturally beautiful. I hope that they're not delayed just because they're fixing themselves up, because they're naturally beautiful women. Get them out here." Well, we're excited to bring them out right now. We have people watching from across the country and across the world. Fans watching from Mexico, Canada, the US, anywhere where ABC Family reaches out. Let's bring out this amazing cast now from Bring It On, In It to Win It, Make It or Break It, and the Sharknado film series. Let's bring out from Teen Spirit, Amber Pollock. It's Cassie Serbo, everybody. Hey, Cassie.
Welcome, because I was having technical difficulties, but I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much.
We normally have the actors turn their camera off and turn their camera on, but because Cassie had some technical difficulties, she chose to just enter physically from across the room. So that's what that blank chair was there for a second. But she is here. Thank you so much, Cassie, for being here. Let's bring everyone else out from the sci-fi movie, The Fifth Wave, the upcoming Skate God. She played the part of Carlita. Let's hear it for Gabriela Lopez.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Gabriela. Thanks so much for being here. Excited to have you.
Me too.
From Annabelle Comes Home, Supernatural, and Girl Meets World, she played Selena. Let's hear it for Katie Sarif.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Good to see you. Kind of, not really, but I'm here.
Hey, Katie. How are you? I think someone might be listening to me delayed live somewhere. So if you have the stream open, just mute that if that's on your screen. But otherwise, let's bring out, last but not least, from Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide and Pretty Little Liars. She is Lisa Summers from Teen Spirit. Let's hear it for Lindsay Shaw.
Hey, Liz.
Hi, baby. Dude, you look amazing. Truth be told, you look amazing. I dropped the ball and was supposed to forward an email, and that didn't happen. So it was not my fault.
We're good.
Live for all the fans right now. We're admitting it live. It was Lindsay's fault, everybody.
It was
my fault.
Late. It usually is, but I definitely forgot to forward that email.
Lindsay, we've been having so much fun. We were joking beforehand that you're going to become the next SNL hosted 3 times. You've been on 3 of our virtual panels so far.
You know what? I'm so honored to be that. I've got to just drum up more, things in the past, like the school play I was a part of, and maybe we can talk to my middle school.
We should do a recreation of your. That's what's that series that is on with where they redo the musical? We could do that with you.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me what that is. I'm not sure where that, but I'm into it. I'm super into it.
Lindsay, I want to get started sort of on that same train, and then we'll bounce around the room and hear a little bit from everybody. But we've got fans that are so excited to be here from around the world, mostly, obviously, around the country as well. Specifically, Datos Isabella C. just wanted to say that they love this movie, one of my favorites in my childhood, Kisses from Mexico. In addition to Meg Geeks, this is amazing. This was one of my favorite ABC Family movies. What was like your inspiration or the impetus to get this group back together? And why do you think the movie has like stuck around? I mean, 2011, almost 10 years old, which is insane. It feels like just yesterday. I can't believe it. But what do you think about this movie specifically has stuck around and been like a cool fan favorite for 10 years?
Well, I mean, I think the reason it stayed in my consciousness is because it's kind of like, in addition to a couple other things, it's the next thing that I kind of get recognized for. And that has always stuck with me because like I loved the movie so much, but I think it really struck a chord. So it's kind of always brought up to me like by fans. And like with Cass, what?
Your zipper's down. I love you.
God, thank you so much. Yeah. Oh.
You only get these experiences live via Zoom, everybody.
Just keeping it real, everybody. Just keeping it real. I couldn't let her go on any longer. I was scared.
Oh my God. No, I literally love you so much. Thank you.
If this were like a real talk show, we would have had like a production assistant that would have checked all those things.
I know, right?
That's the beauty of it.
That's the beauty of it.
Sorry, Liz.
No, I'm just kidding. There's complete full bot sound under here. Anyway, so let me and then secondly, I think I just like have stayed friends with Cass and, you know, in touch with Katie, and I'm happy to be back with in touch with Gabriella after this experience, but I definitely wanted her to be a part of it. And yeah, so I mean, I just think, yeah, it kept like Cass close in my life, and we always talk about Teen Spirit and possibly doing a reboot. So
we've been talking about doing a reboot for like 10 years now. We're like, I'll follow you around in college. Now I'll follow you around at your job, and it's gonna be like I'll follow you around at the Senior Citizen Center.
Senior Citizen, that would be hilarious.
Dude, and this needs to turn into like the Ernest series where he has like goes to college, goes to Halloween, like does his thing.
Oh my God.
Well, there's kind of like the end of the movie, spoilers, y'all, if you haven't seen it, but the end of the movie, Gabrielle, I think it's Carlita, right? Carlita dies. So there could be a whole thing where it's just
oh my God, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, and continuing, and then she could like maybe take Selena on, you know what I mean? And like, yeah.
You just keep
that could completely work.
Yeah.
It was a simpler time.
Yo, I completely forgot there were 2 deaths in that movie. Like that was a heavy movie for any station.
If you think like this subject matter actually is pretty heavy when you break it down. It's like she's literally like on her way to hell.
Like a lot of pain
going to hell.
Yeah. Just like really big themes of like good and evil and like all of it, you know. Which is cool, but it's broken down into like, you know, Amber and Lisa and everybody.
Yeah. Related to Gabriella, Katie, Cassie, other things that you sort of took away or cool moments about that. It's still a fan favorite that people watch on now Freeform, obviously, but still there, still available, still being watched. Any takeaways from that? Just the lasting sort of ness of the movie?
Well, Gabby, that was like our first.
Yeah, I was about to say that was our first thing ever.
Awesome.
Yeah. I mean, other than that, I'd done commercials. So that was like a really cool experience. It's super fun. And, you know, Lindsay and Kathy, obviously that wasn't your first time. And so you guys were so welcoming. And I always remember that. I just remember being like 17. I was like, this is so much fun.
Dude, you were the sweetest. You're angsty, like 17-year-old. Like, oh, it was so good.
You're the nicest. I was like, oh my God, I'm from Alabama. I don't know what's going on.
I feel like I was definitely like catty towards you towards the beginning. Like, I don't know why. Like, I was welcoming to everybody except maybe you. But there was this one night when we all went out on the town, and for like, I just like it just mended. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you were like, I love you. I was like, okay, I love you.
Yeah, no, we once you like take care of each other, like when you're like, you know what I mean? You gotta get to know somebody, and so it was like,
totally,
you know, it was cute.
That night
I think it was just like you were so happy, like from Alabama. I was like, girl, dang.
Yeah, like how are you like actually like I don't know people like but I was like, wow, this is so amazing. My dream is happening. It's so
Oh,
weird. A sweet little innocent girl from Alabama until I moved to LA.
okay.
Oh, LA.
I know.
Spirit Part 2 is coming together before our eyes.
I just want to say, like, obviously the film was such a great experience and it was so much fun to shoot. But the whole experience in general, like just it was interesting. I don't know, fans wouldn't know this, but there were other productions that were being filmed at the same time, which made it even more fun. So like somehow LA went to North Carolina and it was this, the set of, the cast of Revenge was there. They were shooting their pilot. I think Heart of Dixie was filming. So it was just so neat to also just like meet all these different actors and just like make North Carolina, Wilmington, our little stomping ground. It was such a sweet little town, and I got to celebrate my 21st birthday there, and just so many cool things happened.
We should go to the club.
Yeah, we did. They surprised me and rented out a club. But yeah, there was just like so many other things that happened on the sidelines that really stands out to me when I think back. I made so many incredible friendships, lifelong friendships. You know, I see Lindsay all the time. I'm so happy to see you girls right now. But yeah, it was just such a fun experience and like such a good feeling when I think back. Like just that city has like this little, like I've talked to people who have filmed there before. It's like got this little, it's like a little piece of magic. It just is that me and Lindsay always talk about this, just like how much Wilmington.
It was the same. The Homewood Street where Dawson's Creek was shot, right? Like, yeah, Dawson's Creek shot there. They only had like one big studio, so it was like very homey.
And One Tree Hill too, right?
Right. Yeah.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah. So it definitely has that feeling of like, I don't know.
You said Wilmington, right? Wilmington, Delaware, that studio there. Yeah.
Wilmington, North Carolina.
Oh, Wilmington, North Carolina. Cool.
Yeah. There's one in Delaware. Oh, gotta get there next.
There is a Wilmington in Delaware as well.
Remember going to the ice cream shop like all the time?
Oh yeah. What was that place called? It had a very eccentric name.
And there was the cellar or whatever. That was the
ice cream shop.
There's an ice cream shop. I just know it's probably a way too.
Some with a P. I don't know. I feel like it was.
Dude, I just remember that boutique across the street. Like that. That's what I remember. We were like from there.
Edge of Earth. I still follow that.
Yeah, same.
You do?
Yeah. That's like the coolest.
Dude, I would have followed them back now. I love that store.
Is that Lindsay? Is that where you guys shot the like finding clothes scene in like that boutique, or was that a different?
We shot that in Forever 21.
Oh my gosh.
It was the mall that day. Right.
That's so cool.
Wow.
Well, let's keep this going. I want to get some fans in here who are asking very similar questions of what we're already talking about. So just to shout out to the fans watching on Facebook, Mackenzie Rose is just, and we've already talked about it a little bit, but favorite memories. We talked a little bit about sort of offset memories, any favorite like onset memories or really just anything else. But I just wanted to give a shout out to Mackenzie since we're talking about memories right now.
The director of Teen Spirit was Gil Younger, who I had gotten the chance to work with before, and working with him so closely, I consider him definitely one of the mentors to my style of comedy. He did like 10 episodes of 10 Things I Hate About You, and just so working with him was pretty wonderful. I felt like I could, I don't know, just artistically when you feel very close to somebody or safe to like do stuff. It was really nice. That was one of my favorites, and definitely meeting Cass, and definitely Cass our moment on the curb, which will remain # just the moment on the curb.
We had such a special moment on the curb.
Like,
people are like, what does that mean?
No, it's not like, it was so just like
beautiful. It was just like,
it's why we're still friends today. Yeah.
We just had some really deep connections on the curbside one night. We were like just chatting
we were
away.
Going down. Yeah.
And went down the rabbit hole. And we're like, okay, we're going to be best friends for life.
Yeah. We just like hugged, and I was just like, you get it.
Did you guys actually meet on that set, or you knew each other before?
No, we met on that set.
Oh,
I knew of her. Like, I knew she was on Make It or Break It. But no, like we met on set.
That's weird because like I think by Katie's face I can tell like we all thought you guys like knew each other forever.
Oh yeah, you guys were like family. We just like, you know what I mean? It just, you guys have that bond naturally. So,
Yeah.
No, we felt that too, for sure. No, I'm so glad. That's so sweet that you guys noticed that. Yeah.
And I remember Lindsay said at first, she's like, never, because me and Lindsay, like our styles are obviously very different. It's very like the movie. I like show up to the airport that day with like cheesy, like huge sunglasses, like
no, not cheesy style,
like heels, like. And Lindsay was like, never, what do you say? Never judge a girl in a...
Never judge a girl by her extensions and heels.
Oh yeah, and my extensions back then were like blonde and down to like my back.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, she's like, never judge a girl in extensions and heels. And I will never forget that to this day.
That's literally every conversation just made me love you more, dude. Like we just, like our styles just complemented each other.
Yeah, the actual message from the movie, never judge a girl by her, is what you also learned in real life. It's so beautiful, guys.
Exactly.
Oh, wait, that's the tagline of the movie?
An art imitates life.
I watched it.
Did you? I gotta still see it.
I did. It's only an hour and 22 minutes. It's a great, like, fun watch.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's not,
It doesn't what I think is great about it is it doesn't overdo it. The themes, it just like has fun in the moment of like what it's supposed to be. And then it's like, done, and you were like, oh my gosh, that was great, that was fun, we enjoyed what we did.
How do I feel about life and death is what you think tomorrow, but like today it's great. It's a great watch.
Also, I'm very excited for the new podcast, Moments from the Curb, with Lindsay and Cassie.
Oh my god, we should do that. We film every episode on a curb.
Yeah. Okay.
We just go around LA popping squats on different curbs with different guests.
Yes.
So funny.
Around the country. There are curbs everywhere.
You got to start in Wilmington, North Carolina, and then make our way like across back to LA.
Gabby, are you into it, girls? Let's do this.
Down. I mean, why not, you know?
This is great. We're only 10 minutes in and we've already like proposed Teen Spirit 2 and podcasts and everything. Yeah.
We're going big, guys.
Cassie, how was it working? Cassie, how was it working with Tim Gunn? My gosh, like Tim Gunn doesn't always come out for movies. You know what I mean? He's an awesome host. But what was that like? You know, being involved with that?
Epic. No, honestly, I had so much fun working with him. He was such a professional. We vibed so well together, and he was really sweet and like really focused and really. I felt like he was really excited. It was something new for him. He hadn't done anything like that. I don't think he had ever been a part of a film before in that capacity. So, I mean, yeah, I have nothing but great things to say. It was so fun to hear that he was cast, and I had known him, you know, from everything else. And it was really fun to be able to collaborate. And he played what, like kind of Jesus or God or
no, he definitely played the Purgatory Master.
Yeah, like he played like the Purgatory God. Jesus, that's what we would consider him. But yeah, I mean, come on,
Saint Peter, maybe I don't know. Yeah, the person that allows you, the person at the gate. Yeah, the person at the gate that kind of makes the choices.
For sure.
Yes, that's Tim Gunn, baby. Like
right on.
I believe that would be him in real life. He's come down to earth just to watch over people like a guardian angel and just kind of.
Oh yeah.
Like he's like a fashion guardian angel, you know.
Yeah. Those are the best kind.
Those are the best kind. Let's go. Edward is Cool is watching on Twitch. Edward is Cool 93. Are there specific scenes that jump out? Edward is wondering, you know, if there's a favorite scene from the movie that kind of sticks out as like a big memory for y'all.
Oh, I love that question, Edward. For me, it was the probably out by the bus when you first take over my body, Cass. And I remember there was a lot of physical comedy involved in like that walk down the hallway and kind of talking to myself and going back and forth between you and Lisa and Amber. And I remember I was just really nervous and I wanted to put a lot into that. Like I studied like I can't remember even what I studied to like get into that, but it was like, I was nervous and I don't know. It just ended up kind of like going cool. Anyway, that's my favorite like memory of that. And obviously anything with Cassie, I love our end scene too.
Yeah, I was going to say, obviously the end scene is that's just a sweet moment. And as an actor, you always love having those very connected moments. But for me, I had so much fun the night that we all shot at that pool that you got to sing. That was just such a fun experience. Like just the whole cast being there and so many extras. The energy was so much fun. Lindsay like puts on this concert It was so fun. Like I don't know. That was just such a fun night for me.
Yeah, that was great with everybody together.
Yeah.
Everybody was in.
Katie, when we got like shot with yogurt, that was fun in the beginning when we would make those ridiculous videos.
I remember though, I reacted. What was it? I like reacted before the yogurt hit the first go round, which I learned really quickly. I was like, never freaking do that. I got my hair and on my shirt. So they were like, well, we can't shoot another take of this because you already have it. So we had to go like reset. And I was like, I suck.
Oh my goodness.
But I think one of my most memorable scenes was probably the scene where like me and my aunt conjured.
Oh
Yeah.
I think that was like my first scene I filmed of the movie of what I remember. So it was like, maybe not, I don't know. It's just the one that sticks out first. So I thought that was really, really cool and fun. And I'm trying to think. And then the prom scene, because I cannot dance.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then it was fun. I was dancing with, I think I remember his character's name. It was like a little, like the nerdy character. His name was Barry.
Barry was the best.
Barry! But he picked me up at one point. Like, I wish that it was so weird. Like, they had him like lick me awkwardly and
wait, didn't he like really like you?
I don't know. Maybe I have
maybe that was inappropriate, obviously, at that point. But like,
wasn't
his name Travis?
You know, so no. That
I'm thinking of the wrong person.
Oh, I was like, what?
You're like, no. Barry was like, this was like I think he was a day player or an extra.
Yeah, but Barry was the best. That was like my favorite. They were like, at the end, they were like, yeah, what do you think, Barry? And his face was just like,
yeah.
Wait, they do a moment like that. Okay, I gotta go back.
Sad that I can't remember Barry. I feel like Barry really, you know,
Barry
I want to, Barry, if you're out there, I'm like, I feel envious.
I want to know.
I don't even know
Barry's watching.
Who did we end up with? Didn't I end up with like Mall Boy? Wasn't that his name?
Oh, yes. Zac Efron looking Mall Boy.
Right, Zac Efron looking Mall Boy.
Ben Winchell. Yeah, I've run into him a couple times in LA.
Oh, Ben Winchell?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like, oh, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
His last name right. I like
honestly wouldn't have remembered that for all the tea in China, but or in Bulgaria. So it's like,
oh yeah.
And Chris Zylka was great as a part of the cast, and Lindsay had worked with him on Some Things I Hate About You, right?
Yeah. Zylka. Chris Zylka was so much fun to work with on this. He was a good friend before that, and it was just really, it was fun to get to work with him and kiss him. We all like to kiss boys, don't we?
So
Anyone?
Barry and Mallboy, if you're watching, please reach out. We miss you. We might be
Ben
filming
Winchell
Team Spirit 2. We're not
so
sure.
sorry, I thought you were talking about Chris Zylka for a second. Oh yeah, Ben Winchell.
Yeah.
Wasn't he a British guy?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I don't know who we're talking about. Ben Johnstone was on a 10. Okay, all right. I'll do a brush up next time I come on here.
We should have browsed through IMDb a little bit.
No, it's okay. I like
Cassie. Okay, the other crazy thing was that Cassie's. Wait, Cass, can I say this about your personal life? No, that's not my tea to drop.
Oh.
Cassie's
Wow.
like,
You can say it if it's like a very G rated.
Oh yeah, it's such a super G rated version of it. So like, we're a week into getting there. Cassie's like my new best friend. Like I'm just like, oh my god, I love spending all our time together. Then her boyfriend gets there. He's shooting Revenge at the same time, and then like I had to split my time with her and him. No, but it was like really a weird coincidence.
Yeah, I think probably for me, that's probably why I was saying like I had so much fun just like being in this town with a new best friend and so many new amazing best friends, and one of my childhood friends booked the movie, Katrina, who I love so much. She's so talented, so beautiful. Tandy. And then I was so sad to leave my boyfriend. He did Make It or Break It with me at Josh Bowman. And I like get a call 3 days later or whatever it was. I don't remember the exact timeline, but I got this call from him and he's like, you're never going to believe it. He had auditioned, I believe, only for like 2 or 3 pilots that year. And he's like, I booked the pilot Revenge and guess where it's shooting? And I'm like, where? And he's like, North Carolina. I leave in like a couple days. And they put them in the exact same hotel room, like hotel.
You're like across the hall.
And like, what are the odds though? Truly, like you get, you know, I had just gotten into this relationship. It was kind of new and it was just so exciting to have somebody that I had just started dating that was also working there and just like, you know, joining like casts and just becoming friends. And
yeah, it was really cool, that coincidence. Like, yeah.
It was a beautiful, like a great
We would go out with them and it was fun. Yeah.
And yeah, and now he's married to the lead of that show. Here we are 10 years later.
Yeah, girl. 10 years later.
Wow.
Everyone on Twitch right now is saying, even though 10 years have gone by, you all look like fire. You all fire still. So a lot of fire emojis out there.
Yeah. Thank you, Twitch.
Yeah, thank you.
Gabrielle and Katie, you mentioned that this was like your first, if not your first film, like super early on. Nikki Poo 8 is wondering on Instagram, were there lessons from that movie, like either as an actor or just as a person, that you feel like you then took with you throughout your career after it?
Absolutely. Yeah. I feel like I don't even know how to like begin to answer that, because I feel like, well, watching Cassie and Lindsay, I was like, man, these people are pros. Like they're like, they've been on sets, they know what they're doing. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know like what is happening. Just like trying to follow their lead and, you know, trying to keep up. Which is funny because like Katie, you do too, but I teach acting, you know, sometimes I, you know, teach acting like on the side now. And it's funny, like teaching actors and like what they, you know, like teaching them the lessons that I learned on that first set. I'm like, look, or even just like marks, you know, like having marks where you stand. I was like, oh my God, how do you like not look at it and like hit it? And, like, how do these people like, they're acting so good. It's so hard. Like I just felt like I was just thrown into it. So I just had to like learn the hard way. But it was
I wish I would have made that a little bit easier for you. I wasn't like a total bitch, but I just remember being like colder to you for some reason until like you like broke into my heart that night we went out, and I was like, oh okay, no, she's cool. Now I got to backpedal.
I saw you, remember, at a party just like, or the Cinco de Mayo, like a few years ago.
Yeah.
And my mom was like connecting with you, and she was like, I love Lindsay so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that was just
no. You guys were just the best duo. You know, are just the best duo for sure.
Yeah. For sure.
What did I learn? I learned to I don't know, have fun when you film, maybe, or that filming's fun. I feel like I had really good preparation as far as like the acting studio that I went to and stuff really prepped us with props and all that, and I'd kind of done commercials and stuff like that. But I mean, I guess it's also like filming, you kind of create a family in a way.
Yeah.
Like everyone's connected forever, I guess is I mean, clearly, I think that's something I really learned, and that shows just us being here today, that no matter how little you go talking to somebody, there's just this connection that will never go away. You guys are kind of like friends. Madison told me like it's kind of like summer camp, you know, which is you go away to summer camp, you make all these really great connections, and then you leave. And that's what kind of sucks about acting, is like that happens to us so much. We'll meet like, you know, a new crew of like 100 plus people, and then you're cast and you become really, really close friends and really close family, and then you move on. But you keep some of those connections, some of those you don't. But it's cool that we're all still kind of like in each other's lives, and and they're for each other.
Yeah. No, Kate. Yeah, I've talked to Katie sporadically throughout the years too. But like I said, I'm just so happy to see you women again, and I'm so glad it was like the ladies on here.
Yeah.
I just like it's lovely. I would love to see you all again in person too.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, we don't need mall boy for this. Come on.
Very
get out of here, mall boy. This isn't for you. You've since done all of you have done such cool series afterwards, like a lot of sci-fi and horror and you know, just super thrillers and things like that. And the watching on Twitch, Kylax Shore is just curious, what has been your most memorable role since Teen Spirit, or the thing you had the most fun, or the craziest thing that you've shot since then that sort of stands out to you in the last 9 years?
Oh I feel like I've only done one thing in the last 9 years, which was, I guess, Pretty Little Liars. That was a huge thing for me because the character was more socially relevant than I'd ever played before. And that sort of made me, I don't know. And it was at a time when I was accessing my own like stuff. So every character that I've played, you know, you find something to draw on from your own self. But that was big and it was long lasting. And so, yeah, probably that.
I loved. Oh, go for it, Cass.
No, go.
Okay, I was gonna say there's so much that I feel like there's just something unique to every project. And I could just be saying the last one because I loved Annabelle Comes Home just because that was like the biggest thing I've done so far. It was so much fun to get to see how like horror works behind the scenes. It's so different. Everyone's like, is it scary filming? I'm like, no, it's so much fun. Something fun to contrast what you're filming. Like when you cut, everyone's just making jokes, and then like when you say action, everyone's just like super in the zone. But that was really, really fun. I created a lot of really amazing friendships that I'll have for the rest of my life. I loved filming Supernatural. It was just really cool. And then Cleveland Abduction was like this lifetime movie. It was a real story. I liked that one just because it was, you know, it was heavy, it was real, and I got to really dig deep in my craft. I love anything that challenges me, which that did. So,
awesome. Thanks.
Yeah.
I mean, there's different projects that you enjoy for different reasons. I can't not say that I didn't have the time of my life throughout basically all of my 20s filming Sharknado all around the world. That wouldn't be something that I would classify as like, I got to dig into my craft. It was a very unexpected experience. It's crazy how Hollywood works and you never know like what's going to take. I did that on a hiatus. I was young. I played a gymnast on ABC Family on Make It or Break It, which was such a special project for me for so many years. And for me, I was like, oh, I get to like take off my neon leotard and scrunchie and like go be badass, like, and slay sharks. Like, this is so cool and different and no one will ever see it. It'll just be fun. And then it turned into this huge phenomenon and it took me all around the world, you know, Bulgaria, Romania, we did press in Spain, Portugal, London, Italy. I mean, like, just being a part of something so massive that the whole world kind of, like a lot of people in very different places around the world know about is a really cool, special feeling. However, like Katie was saying, you know, anything that challenges me as well is something that that's why I love a challenge as well. So for me as well, doing, you know, the horror aspect of Truth or Dare and just having to stay at this level of hysteria. Some days for 8-9 hours, I would wake up the next day with like a migraine, just having to stay in this place and in this like emotional, frantic, exhausted zone was a really big challenge for me. And yeah, so much fun. I grew really close to that cast as well. Yeah, and then Make It or Break It was kind of before and after, but that was a really big part of my life as well. I'm still really good friends with all of the girls. They're like sisters. And that was just a very, very special time in my life. So I had a couple. I couldn't just say one.
That's okay. That's awesome. Thank you.
I know. And for me, it was mainly the fifth wave and just getting that with Chloe Moretz. And it's just like her and I just clicked and had the best time. And that whole cast and crew was like amazing. And it was just crazy to be on that big of a budget film and have like, I didn't feel like I had to like pretend. It was just like real. Okay. That made it easy.
Gabriella, your house is so cool. Sorry, I'm like a creep over
here.
I
was noticing that too. I was like, what is that behind you? I can't tell.
No, I'm in Laguna Beach right now, and let me just show you this view. I'm sorry, I'm walking. I showed.
That's okay. Yeah, she showed us before, and she's on this or
oh my gosh, that's
right
so
now.
Beautiful.
I know.
I'm in Laguna, so I'm like,
wow.
Amazing.
Good for you.
I know. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna turn my computer around because, well, there's a pretty view of the mountains, but definitely not that.
Right. I mean, I can check out my now.
Have you been quarantining there? Or is that where you were quarantining?
I've been like around, but yeah, I've been here for a little bit now. But it's so nice here. I'm like, you guys just come to the beach.
Oh my God! Don't ask me again. I literally gonna stop or like you told me to come, right? Here I am.
Guys, we're hanging out tonight. S'mores by the fire, hot tub.
Oh my God.
Heck yes.
That's it. You heard it. You heard it
Yo,
here.
How is the social
invitation.
distancing for you ladies? I mean, like, how are you, like Katie and Gabriella? I know Cassie, you've been in Florida.
Yeah, I mean, I was in Alabama for a little bit visiting family, and then I got back here like last week or something, and then I came to Laguna and just been hanging out here. But like, it's been, I mean, for the first like couple months, I like didn't see anybody, didn't do anything, and I was like, okay, you know. But yeah, it's been. I feel like people have been respectful. Like I said, things are like kind of normal here in Laguna. Like there's at restaurants, people, you know, everybody's wearing a mask outside, but like things are like kind of normal. People are on the beach, but I feel like people are being respectful, you know, and still like, not like invading.
Yeah. I mean, I was a little freaked out about it first because I have really bad asthma. So I was like, dear Lord, like I don't want to get this thing. But I mean, no one wants to get it. But it's been good, you know, lots of ups and downs. Some days are totally not like random, just so you feel like, you know, to be honest, like where you just kind of, and I think the whole country and just world is probably experiencing this right now, where you just kind of sit there and, I mean, now we all know why we're so upset, but like, I think it just with the Corona thing, there would just be days where you just kind of are sitting and you just feel depressed and you're like, what's going on? Like, why am I so sad? I could just sit and cry. And, you know, it's just because I think we're all experiencing something totally different. Our world was kind of turned upside down so quickly. But I'm doing, you know, better now. I feel like seeing the world come together for causes is really cool. You know, that's hopeful. And I try to focus, you know, on that. And that makes me happy. But yeah, that was not the social distancing question, but I just felt like commenting on that. But social distancing in Texas is, I think everyone's treating it normal. I'm staying inside and just sticking around with family. But I think Texas is pretty.
Is that where you are right now? You're in Texas?
Yeah. You what?
I said nice.
Yeah. I drove down with my boyfriend just because I never get to see my family for this long. So
yeah. Totally. That's what I did. I went to Florida. I came back here about a month ago. I'm actually going back again in 3 days. But I was there for like a month and a half. I'm like, when will I have a month and a half like in my parents' home, just with my parents? So I totally get it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
My mom's calling me out.
Yeah, and obviously a lot of states are starting to open back up. So good luck to all those states that are doing that. And stay healthy to all of the folks that are going back to work and businesses. Obviously, much love and support and health for all the protesters out there as well. It's a tough time, but Kate, I think you made a great point that it appears, and we can only hope there's a lot of change and hope that comes out of all the situations that have been happening. And yeah, I just wanted to say thank you on behalf of the fans. I know it was a tough week, but you know, little breaks like this and little things like this are important to people that are out there working and protesting and doing things. So I'm just saying thank you on behalf of the fans for you taking your time out of this day from vacations and family, just to give the fans out there a little break, you know, from reality, and you know, just but also checking with you as real people as well, which is super cool. We are out of time. I just wanted to say thank you to all of you. Just a quick shout out to the fans again. This panel's free. We're going to keep doing free content throughout the week and throughout the next months and years. But there are some paid experiences if you're able to during these tough times to experience some one-on-one time with these amazing actors, their autographs, video recorded messages. But I'd love to go around the virtual room one more time and just each one of you just give a nice little shout out to the fans and say your goodbyes, and then we'll end this and you'll take a little break and then move on to your one-on-one video chats.
Nice. Thank you, everybody. I feel so blessed to be able to work on projects that some fans can follow me. You know what I mean? Just like follow me on a journey of this life and see these different stages of me. So it means so much to me that this is my third time to be here, and I just really appreciate everybody tuning in and you know, all the positive energy always sent my way. I feel it. So thank you.
Thank you so much for, you know, kind of putting this together with Wizard World for us, Lindsay. This has been fun. Thank you so much to Wizard World. This is such a great experience, and I agree. Everything happening in the world is so heavy, also beautiful, so many different things. But it is nice just to sometimes have a little bit of a break and just to be able to connect with people. And thank you so much to everyone who is tuned in right now. I'm so grateful. This has been so much fun, and I love also, like Lindsay said, anyone that, you know, follows me on my journey, I'm just grateful for it and I appreciate it. Please hit me up, not text me, but hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on wherever, text me. Hit me up on Instagram. I love connecting with you guys. That's why a big part of why we do what we do is, you know, the fans and to entertain and to have people follow our careers. So yeah, I'm just really grateful, and stay safe out there. I protested this week as well, and it's although they're very peaceful, like just sending good vibes to everybody. Please stay safe. And yeah, thank you so much. I'm really grateful. I don't know when I do this, whether to look in the middle of the screen or the camera. I feel like my mom on FaceTime. That's what I feel like right now. But I love you all. Thank you so much.
I love you, babe. I love you so much.
Thank you
for being this is so fun. And yeah, thank you to everybody watching. This has been like so great to be able to be a part of this and see you guys, and and to hear these questions and be able to like relive some of these amazing memories from 10 years ago almost. It's great.
Yo, you did a really good job. Sorry, I remember your character. Like, you were playing this, like, you had to come in with all this confidence, and I'm just like, dang, girl, you were feeling like that. Like, that was really cool. So anyway, that was it.
Congratulations to everybody from, you know, just I haven't really said it collectively to you all, but just for all the work you've done afterwards. That's so exciting, so incredible. Like, congratulations, guys. That's amazing to be like working in such a hard industry and to be doing such big, great things. Like, I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so excited for you. So I'm cheering you on, and like you're kicking ass. So like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
You too. It's so cool to see how far, you know, we've all come and how we've changed in 10 years. I just want to say thank you guys for being here, and for you know, like, and thank you guys, Wizard World, for having us. This has been such a cool blast from the past. And yeah, it's always super fun to get to connect with all the fans and everything. And thank you for, again, same as you guys, thank you for following me on my journey and listening to what this crazy person has to say, and supporting me. This, you know, it's living a dream come true one day at a time.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you all so much again. If you haven't seen the movie or you want to relive it, it's on Freeform for free, so definitely check it out. The movie is Teen Spirit. We're hoping for that reboot, Cassie and Lindsay. So get that.
We're typing away as we speak.
Carlita comes back from the dead. I don't know. But definitely check that out. And thank you once again. Let's get a wild round of emojis for Lindsay Shaw, Katie Sarif, Gabriela Lopez, and Cassie Serbo, everybody.
Love you guys. Bye.
Thank you guys so much.
Bye. So Cassie, now you can just leave. You can leave.
And now everyone's like, now I like don't want to get off. I'm like, so what's everyone up to? Thank you so much, and I'm so sorry for that beginning.
No. Don't worry. Technical difficulties happen. I'm going to stay on here. The ladies are all going to log off, take a quick break, and then head to their Zoom windows where they will meet you for your one-on-one video chats. But we want to say thank you again on behalf of all of you and all the fans out there and all the people of the world. Thank you again for joining us at Wizard World Virtual Experiences. My name's Mike G. We've got some amazing panels coming up just later on this afternoon in about an hour. We're going to talk to some of the amazing folks from the world of wrestling. So check that out in an hour here. Tomorrow we'll be talking to the cast of LA Law and Arrow. And then later on in the week, Once Upon a Time and the cast of the original. So definitely keep following us on social media at Wizard World, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If you're on Twitch, you can scroll down or swipe left if you're on a mobile device to see all those amazing panels, in addition to links to our Wizard World Vault, where you can find memorabilia from our past experiences, and then also any of our sponsors or vendors of the day. If you're watching this later on replay, you can see all of our panels in the video section on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Remember that all of those once-in-a-lifetime paid virtual experiences are still on sale throughout the week for the next week or so. So definitely check that out, the wizardworldvault.com. One-on-one video chats, autographs, and video recorded messages from all of our amazing actors. My name is Mike G. You can follow me at Mike G Does Things. If you'd like to send those questions in early for the panels, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook as well. It's been a pleasure. We mentioned in the panel, but stay safe out there to all of you, and we will see you next time. Have a great night.